We are back with another episode. Got a very, very special guest in the building tonight, Juanyeh Thomas of the Dallas Cowboys. Very excited for this one. Being a Dallas Cowboys fan, it's going to be a cool angle, kind of get to hear his story, talk a little bit about 2023, a look into 2024, and just the overall perspective on Juanyeh's growing up, personal life, sports in general. We're going to get the whole thing. We're excited for this one. Gannon, let's rock with it.
Man, yeah, appreciate you, Juanyeh, for chopping on here, man. This is going to be a good one. We always like to get a little icebreaker going on, a little bit something off the field, getting to get to know you. Man, the first thing when I came in contact with your socials from Bryce was your fashion, man. You're dripping out. Yeah. Obviously, once you get the bag, once we got in the NFL, it changed a little bit. But, man, kind of just describe your fashion style and kind of give a little tip to anybody out there.
Honestly, I've really been into like fashion stuff since I was little. So I love to dress up, even if I'm going to the store, man. Like I love to put on clothes. I mean, it's really just something about fashion. Like I love trying on different like pieces of clothing. I don't like to look like a mannequin to where people take the stuff off the mannequin and throw it on. I like to take different pieces and put it as one for real. And I like to look different, and I don't like wearing tight clothes. If you look at most of my pictures, like all of my clothes is like kind of like baggy. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a person that like that style of clothes for real. So I mean, it's just something that's been in me since I was little for real.
No, that's awesome. You had to have one brand though before Bryce goes. If you have one brand, head to toe designer, who you rocking with?
Probably gonna rock with Rivington.
Yep.
Rivington is an up and coming brand. It's very popular now. Rivington is probably my go-to.
Oh, that's dope, man. And yeah, it's funny. So we met Trayvon Diggs in Dallas. We worked previously with Dez Bryant and his brand, so we got to meet Trayvon at Dez's birthday and kind of chop it up with him a little bit about his fashion as well. So no, that's dope. They share that interest and everything. But first, before we kind of get into everything, I want to congratulate you welcoming a child into this world. What's that experience been like thus far? I know probably some late nights. I see your bio says 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. full-time dad.
Yep, man. It's nothing like it. So like it's like everybody talks about how much you're gonna be awake, feeding the baby, changing and stuff. I don't really think about it like that because it's like every time I see him crying or something, it just gives me another opportunity to hold him, man. So it's like, man, it's a blessing. And honestly, bro, it's the best thing that ever happened to me for real.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Man. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I kind of want to kick this back, man, kind of your first love for sports, kind of your first initial passion, maybe your first memory that you remember from your youth days. I saw you ran track. You also played basketball in high school. We'll kind of get into the multi-sports angle in a little bit, but just kind of talk about your upbringing and how sports kind of became a factor in your life.
Honestly, the crazy thing is when I was little, like I would say around that age, really like from 6 to 8, I didn't even want to play football. The person that got me playing ball is my mom. My mom liked to watch sports, and she told me to play football because me and my brothers, you know what I'm saying, we were very agile with like things running, and then she just told us to play sports and stuff, and then played football when I was 6. Started playing with my older brother, because I always played up. I never played in my age group because my mom didn't feel like I should play in my age group, so. I always played up, but the person that really got me playing sports and ball for real is my mom. So
that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Kind of talk a little bit about, so, having the siblings, the growing up with your brothers and everything. I got 2 brothers, and, there's a lot of shit all the time. Yeah. You're always back and forth, the motivation, the inspiration from each other. And you've got brothers that play college ball. You got one at Florida State right now. Just talk about the competition ingrained within each other.
And the thing is, we are all competitive. So, man, it's crazy. But honestly, man, it's crazy because, man, like to think you got 2 other brothers that did the same thing as you, and you got one up under you that's about to enter the league probably next year, man. It's just crazy. But like growing up with them, like it was a competition with everything, like including the younger one. The younger one, Azareye'h, he feisty. So like he thinks he's the best. which I think he's the best too. So, but still, though, I would never tell that to his face though, because got to keep him humble. So,
Bro,
but
that's how it goes with the youngest sibling.
Yeah,
I'm
Bryce is a
telling you,
little Bryce is a little more Brant, man. He's a rebel, bro.
all the
yeah,
time, bro. Like just
yeah,
little things. It's like, dude, bro, you about to piss me off, and you start thinking
fact,
there. But no, the competition, man, it's awesome. You
yeah,
can't beat it, and that's the motivation piece too.
facts. But yeah, growing up with them two though, man, it's crazy. Like we push each other with everything, running, lifting, other sports, man, and then having two other brothers for real molded me into the person that I am today for real. So
That leads me into my next point. I think his name's Azende. Am I saying that correct?
yep.
Yeah. So you played with him after he finished up at Florida A&M. He came over to play with you at Georgia Tech. Kind of talk about that. That was your last year in 21 too. Just kind of imagine that had to be pretty surreal sharing your last year of college ball with your brother, man.
Yeah, that was crazy because the thing is about that happened out of nowhere. Like I was talking to my mom, I was talking to my coaches at Tech, and I was like, damn, I wonder if my brother could come over and play. So it took a couple of days. I talked to my coach, and he was like, yeah, we can get him. So I called my brother on the phone. I was like, hey, what you think about coming to Tech? He was like, yeah. So he came over as soon as he got there, man. It was crazy. Like every day I walk in the building, I see my brother. I'm like,
That's wild.
man, this is crazy. But yeah, it was a great feeling to have your other sibling there with you. So
Well, that only really happened because of COVID getting that extra year back. Were you looking to go if it wasn't for that COVID year, right?
I mean, yeah. So, but the thing is though, the COVID year mostly really helped me, not my brother. But like, I was gonna stay a fifth year in college,
Okay.
but I didn't want to. So I was like, you know what? I already graduated in three years. I don't need to stay. I'm going to chance it. So
I want to throw it back a little bit to your high school days. Just kind of talk about your high school days, your experiences. I know attending two different high schools and being ingrained in sports and different communities. What was your upbringing like with high school football and kind of leading into that recruiting process in college?
man, shout out to both of my schools for real, Walton High, Niceville High, man. But it all started at Walton though, because I grew up in Walton County. So I mean, but going back to Walton High is really my ninth and 10th grade year where I started to feel the actual love for playing football. I had a couple picks in my ninth grade year. My 10th grade year, I broke a national record
Yeah.
with it was like something like 5 to 6 pick sixes in back-to-back games, and then I finished the season with 10 picks total. It was some crazy stuff going on. Like everybody thought I knew like magic or something. I'm like, nah, this is just happening, man. I don't know, like, but really, my 10th grade year is really when I started to find a love for it. After my brother graduated, in 2016, which was my sophomore year, I had transferred to Niceville, which is a higher division, higher talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to show people like this stuff I'm doing here, I can do anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I transferred there. Nobody really wanted to throw the ball to me, so it was kind of tough. But and then that's when I started to mold more offense. And then, you know what I'm saying, playing a wide receiver, playing a little split back stuff, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get the ball in my hands for real. Niceville is really is a school that really helped me mold me into like the mental player that I am today, because I had a bunch of great coaches, especially Coach Hicks, man. Coach Hicks, Adron, man, those two right there, man, pushed me to be the best player. And Coach Hicks was a hard coach for real. Like if I could compare him to a coach, man, it'd probably be Nick Saban. I'm being so serious, bro. He does not play at all. And I think I really needed that coaching for real to try to help me mold me into the player that I am. So
I think if I'm not corrected from my notes over here, sophomore year 2015, had 5 straight games of an interception for a touchdown. A national record, bro. Like that's
Deron
wild.
Bland before Deron Bland is what it was.
That's crazy because I told DB that after he caught that pick, I told him, I said, bro, it's only one other person in this world that has done what you. He was like, who? I was like, me. And then he started laughing. I was like, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. But yeah, man, that's crazy.
That's awesome. Good little breakdown there, kind of on the high school ball and your mentor with your couple of your high school coaches. I really just want to dive into kind of your college landscape of being at Georgia Tech. You said you graduated in 3 years. Like, man, shout out to you. I just got done playing college baseball in the spring. I'm a college baseball coach now in South Florida. So, like, the people don't understand the rigorous activities that come along with being a college athlete, no matter the level, no matter where you're at. Just kind of give a little insight into these youth guys that are tapping in with our channel here because, bro, there's so much that goes into this, from the nutrition, from your social life, from your academic life to your school life to the sports life. Like, there's so many angles of this. Just kind of get a breakdown and maybe something you found key with your time management.
Man,
it's a grind.
The time management piece, my freshman year is really when it hit me hard for real because I don't have my mom there with me. So it's like I got to figure out stuff on my own. But college, bro, it's a grind. Like, especially playing sports. Like, my college schedule for 3 years straight. So I was always with the early lift group. So I lifted early at 5:30. I would wake up at 4:30 to get in the hot tub and warm my body up. I would lift. After I lift, we'll do meetings. After meetings, we have practice. After practice, we have school. After school, we got film. After film, study hall. Like, and it's every single day, bro. It's every day. So, I mean, me just saying that, bro, it's like, I would say the average person couldn't do that, bro. Like, and like a lot of people in school would look at us and be like, why are they getting the treatment that they get? Like, why are they so special? I'm like, man, if you only knew, you know? So, yeah, man.
I
but
think
college,
it's big, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
College, social life, your mental, man, that shit changed drastically, bro. For real.
I feel that.
That's what I tell my younger guys do when I'm bringing in high school recruits. Some other guys transferring in on visits at my school, my university down here in West Palm, Florida. Like, it's like, man, it's a full-time job. Like, it's a full-time commitment, but it's not if you really fall in love with the game. Because if you grind and if you think you're grinding every day, it's not. Like, that's a job then. If you love it and have a passion for it, man, you show up every single day and work hard. But I'll let Bryce get into it.
Yeah, I kind of want to just build off of what Gannon was talking about with giving back to the youth and stuff. And that's kind of like our centerpiece with this show, to talk a little bit about if you could look in the mirror right now and see your old self, your child self, what would you say to that kid?
Keep going, man. Because, man, my youth, bro, growing up, it was tough, man. Like, especially for me being so young and what me and my family had to go through, bro. It's like, I would honestly tell myself to keep going, bro. And like, it's crazy because I would actually tell myself that as I was a kid. So, I mean, because times was tough, bro. It was a lot of cold nights, not knowing where me and my family was gonna stay. Like, man, so honestly, bro, keep going for real.
And I just want to hit on that too, because I was reading some of your bios and stuff. Your interest was mentoring children and the younger athletes, along with motivational speaking, bro. And that has to be so natural from you through your life experiences. Just touch on that a little bit more of why it's so important to you to kind of, mentor other people.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is mentoring kids, because I feel like I don't think people understand how much an impact of one person can do to a child, bro. It's like, and like with this world we have today, bro, you have to start them off young. You got to train them up young to where when they get older, bro, they're not going to depart from what you taught them, And I feel like a lot of children need figures like, what I'm saying, my people's, me, just people, just to show them that it's more to life than what they're seeing, and I just feel like that's something huge. And honestly, any chance I got to go speak to children, do a camp with them, or, man, I'm the first one in line doing it, bro, because it's just, like, I know firsthand that it's going to affect people, because me as a child, I never had the chance to meet pro players, or, what I'm saying, or talk to them for an hour or so or nothing. So I know how it feels. So it's like, I try to put myself in their shoes, and it's like, okay, all right, so I'm the pro player now, and I can make this person day, week, year by just talking to them or giving out your socials to them or something, following them back, It's the smallest thing you can do to help change a young person's life for real.
Facts. I
Goosebumps, man.
100%. No,
Goosebumps, bro.
literally, that's what it is, and that's part of the sole reason why we started this show, was just to be able to aspire to inspire, to give back to the kids that get what we didn't have, and to be able to grasp and learn bits and pieces of advice through our own stories, and that's why we like giving athletes like yourself the chance to just tell it. Like, we all have that voice, and it's special when we can share things. But I want to, touch on, Friday you tapped in, you joined the Real Talk Pod. I seen the name you joined with, so we got to talk about it. The biggest troll, our boys, J Tuck. We've known J Tuck for a few years now.
That's
One of the
that guy,
realest
man.
out
That's
there.
that guy.
He holds it down for Cowboys Nation, keeps it real. So shout out to him. Shout out to the Real Talk Pod, all that. Talk a little bit about your social medias. You have a good time on there, and I think in a world today where there can be so much negative on there, it's awesome that you can kind of combat that negative. And I know sometimes it probably gets tough, but you combat it, and you like to have a little bit of fun. So what's life like as the biggest troll on Twitter, X, whatever it is?
Man, people take social media too serious, bro. And like the thing is, I try to play around on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, but like, it's just I just use that. I try to be positive. I try to turn every negative into a positive. I try to correct the wrong people when they say something. Like, it's like a lot of people just get out of pocket on there for real. And I just try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to top that with being positive. And honestly, being a troll, it's crazy because you know how trolls try to troll us. But the thing is, though, we have the upper hand in everything. So it's like, I try to use that, like, bro, you want to try to troll me, bro? I can troll you. Like, trust me, you don't want to have a troll off. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just try to have fun with Twitter. I just think it's cool, though. Sometimes I got to watch a couple things that I say. My social media team already told me I got to watch a couple things that I say. But, I mean, I just try to have a good time. I try to interact with as much people as possible. Because, I don't know, I just feel like me interacting with a couple people is just cool for real. Just honestly let people know I'm down to earth, but at the same time, I don't mess around either. So it's like,
Well, before Gannon goes,
you can still get put in your place if you got to.
Facts.
Before you go, Gannon, I want to build off that for a second. So, I've seen the interactions and stuff, and that's organic. It's real to be able to interact with fans, and I've seen the interactions about Madden with J Tuck, all that. So I'm going to throw a little scenario at you. It's 3rd and 5. You're on the 20-yard line. What play you running to? 1, pick up the first down. In a scenario, say there's 5 seconds left. 3rd and 5 on the 20. How you scoring a touchdown?
So 3rd and 5, I'm on the 20. I'm probably gonna do a play action waggle. I'm gonna take the play action off with the running back, and I'm gonna make him do a swing pass. The tight end is gonna run a little leap thing where he runs like the little drag and then turns it up into a wheel. And then with my X receiver on the left side, I'm gonna run him with a slant because that's gonna take the corner and the safety out of it. So when the tight end runs the drag, the backer's got to drop down on it, and then he gonna turn up to a wheel. And you're not running with a tight end, so it's either I'm gonna pick up the first down or most likely I'm gonna score. So that one.
Besides the Cowboys, what's the team to use? What's your favorite team you rocking with?
Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
Love Seattle.
I want to go back too because I was hearing a little bit of the snips last week from the Real Talk Pod with Micah's brother J Tuck on there. Some breakdowns of the Packers game. I know the Wildcard game. I'm not gonna rub that in because I'm a very respectable fan. Like if you listen to some of our old talks and breakdowns of playoff stuff, like I'm a respectable guy, and Bryce is the highs and lows fan. I'm more here. We've got our ring before, so like I'm chilling. But what is it like playing against J Love, man? Because I've been a big J Love guy since the beginning, since he's been drafted. I told everybody to be patient, even with Rodgers there. Kind of just give an insight to going against him, breaking down his film, playing against him, just like the whole ins and outs of it. I'd like to hear this as a Packers fan.
Honestly, Jordan Love is a great quarterback, but one thing I can say is I feel like J Love made his money and molded the quarterback that he is against us in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly hate to say that, but you know what I'm saying? He came in our building and he took care of business, man. But Jordan Love is very smart. Once he gets certain things down, he's he's probably gonna be top 3 soon. So
He
I'm
gets the
banking on it.
footwork down, man. He gets his feet established on his throwing. It's
Yep,
over with him, man.
yep.
Well, I
Facts.
appreciate that. I just had to get a little Packers, a
For
little
sure, for
nod in
sure, for
here.
sure, for sure.
100%. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much about 2023. It's in the past. We move into 24. Talk a little bit about, one of the biggest building blocks, takeaways you can take from 23 into 24. What's the key message behind this past season? Because you made quite the jump. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
making big plays right away as the season started. I'm sure you learned a
yeah.
ton and ready to
Facts.
blast off in 24.
Facts, man. 23 was a learning year. Well, I wouldn't say a learning year. 23 was my second year jump year, meaning
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had to take what I learned in 22
Yeah.
to the past season. So, honestly, the main thing from 23 to 24 is like learning from the pros, the vets that were in front of me. So, you know what I'm saying? So I know what not to do, what to do, how to study, how to take care of my body, and really now it's just really getting a new playbook down now with the new defensive
Yeah.
coordinator. Man, 23 was a good year for me. I mean, I tried to do what I could do when I got put in. I'm just trying to show more value coming into 24 with whatever that is. I really don't care where I get put at for real, as long as I'm on the field doing something.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's the biggest thing, the testimony to your career, starting out as a kick returner, finding your angle at Georgia Tech, working all the way
Mhm.
through that program, being an undrafted guy, having that chip on your shoulder, being a practice squad guy in 22, earning that roster spot last year, having tackles, making big plays. Just talk about that overall character building, because I don't feel like you're in this position without going through that type of stuff, right?
Yeah, man. I would say coming from college to 22, being an undrafted rookie, man, that right there humbled me, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It was a lot of times where I was like, damn, am I supposed to be in the league, bro? Like, what's going on? Like, it was a lot of tough nights, bro, where I'm crying, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, this shit getting hard. Like, I'm last on the depth chart. I don't know when I'm gonna play. But the thing is, after that 22 season was over with, man, I got straight to work. Vacation, no, I didn't do none of that. I got straight to work. After we lost to the 49ers in 22, man, I got straight to work. I worked. I went up there, watched film, extra film, started learning different spots. And me learning different spots really, really helped me because I was primarily a safety. But I started learning nickel and corner. So that kind of added value to my arsenal for real. But man, I'll say 22 humbled me, man. And I'm glad I went through what I went through because now I know what it looked like. And now I know I don't want to be in that spot ever again. And hopefully I'm not. So
100%. Well, after the 22 season, obviously Dallas saw some value in you and they brought you back for 23. Obviously, we saw what happened this past year. We know what's coming in 24. Kind of just touch on, your overall experience thus far in the Dallas Cowboys organization. I know
yeah.
there's a lot of media stuff going on right now as far as additions to the team, what's going to happen in 24. But overall, just your experience in that locker room with your teammates.
Man, playing for the Dallas Cowboys, bro, is a dream for anybody. It's a dream for people that play for different teams. Man, I just feel like playing for the team I'm playing for now, bro, is a dream in every aspect of life, bro. Playing, external, it's just, bro, I don't know. I really can't explain it, man. It's just fun and they allow you to be yourself, bro. Like, that's one of the biggest things that's one of my biggest takeaways for playing for Dallas is that every coach allows you to be yourself, bro. And if you're on a team that allows you to be yourself, bro, like you're playing free, like you don't got to worry about nothing, man, I wouldn't trade this for nothing, bro. Like, I can't even really put into words for real. So,
What was I just kind of like the little fanboy in me a little bit. Kind of what's your like biggest like aha moment when you first got into the league, the first year practice squad, maybe last year getting on the field making some plays. Just kind of was like that one aha moment that hops in your head right away, saying like, man, I made it. I'm in the NFL.
man, I would say my first year when I got that pick, the Seattle game, but I'm not even finna say that game because I would say this past season in preseason when we played the Jaguars, excuse me, when we played the Jags for the first game, I knew coming into that game, it was a lot at stake. Like, I know myself. Once I put my mind to something and once I speak it, it's gonna happen. Like this, like this is how I am and this is how I've been since I was little, bro. So I'm coming into that game and I'm like, I know I'm finna get a pick. Like, I don't know when, but I'm gonna get one. And it's crazy because the first play of the game, I missed a tackle for loss on Travis. He had bounced it out. I missed the tackle. I was mad as hell. I was like, damn, man. Second play of the game, I was trying to bait Trevor Lawrence into throwing a deep ball. So I tried to come up and then I was like, throw it. As soon as I seen him, I ran back. I'm like, yep, this the play. Got it, man. And then I feel like that was my defining moment right there, like saying like, and then after I caught the pick, though, I ran to the crowd and I told him like, yeah, I'm here. Like my time is now. And then the second game, Seattle, man, I went crazy. Like, I'm out there talking crazy to everybody. Like, they threw a dumb flag on me for something that the dude started. Like, I wasn't even like, I was just celebrating, and then he was talking crazy to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna walk up to you like, all right, if you think you tough, then show me. But man, I feel like that game there was really the defining moment of me for real. It's like, yeah, I can ball for real. And then every play I got in this past season, man, I tried to do with what I got for real.
100%. I think that's a testimony overall to your character, your integrity, the adversity that you've been through throughout your career, and kind of talk a little bit about it because you had like those were games, like those were key games that you needed in order to get to where you're at now. So what is that preseason? They talk about it sometimes, like in the off season. Those are the toughest days for a player in the National Football League. Like the roster bubble thing and the cut down.
Yeah.
Like, what is that experience like?
Preseason, man, is the toughest part of being in the league, man. It's like mentally you're drained. Like, it's like you're learning all this stuff, and then like it's like you got this person in your head trying to bring you down, because like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like preseason is honestly like one of those dark places to where like you don't know if you're gonna get cut. You can get cut in an instance, like just like that, But preseason is where people really gotta lock in. It's really do or die for people for real, because preseason is probably gonna be the last time for a lot of people playing ball for the rest of their life. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I take preseason serious, even though I made the 53 last year and you know what I'm saying and stuff going on. I still take that stuff serious. Like, that shit is serious to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. You never know. So,
and it's hard not to, I feel like just as a football player, like having that mentality that you want to go out and you want to smack somebody around, like you get on a field, no matter if it's preseason, regular season, postseason, that feeling probably just, it's hard to take away.
Facts, bro. Facts. So yeah,
that's what I tell the youngest. Even with baseball, regardless of what it is, man, you only got a certain amount of time you wear your cleats, regardless of the sport. Like, man, you got to enjoy it and go out there and use that stuff. But I want to flip it again. We talked about fashion earlier. Was there any other hobbies, interests? I know we talked about Madden a little bit, but what are some other stuff Juanyeh likes to do outside the field? Because I know you got to get away. You got to have a little break from football, man. Okay,
pickleball.
There's the athlete talking.
Pickleball. Yeah, I play pickleball. Other stuff. I like to go to the movies with my girlfriend. I like to eat for real. Like, I don't eat a lot of bad stuff. That's the thing about it. But I do love to eat though. I love trying different spots. Like, I would probably spend $1,500 to $2K in a week just off of eating out because I love going out to eat. I love sitting. I love talking to my girl. I just love, you know what I'm saying, enjoying the outdoors because I feel like a lot of people be confined in their home to where they don't move, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. So, you know, I love to eat, and pickleball is probably my favorite thing, man. For real, for real.
That sounds like a Florida boy talking there through and through. Being outdoors, loving the food.
Yeah.
You gotta love the seafood, man. What's the go-to dish you got?
Man, what seafood? Let's see. I will go get 3 pounds of crawfish. I'll get 2 pounds of king crab. Probably get some mussels, spicy garlic with a side of regular butter. If I'm still hungry, I'm probably gonna go. I'll probably go with a side, probably like a side of oysters or something. But that's probably my go-to is king crab and crawfish.
Facts, man. You making me hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm get to it when this is over. But another kind of transition point here, I want to, touch on, we talked about how you ingrain in social media and interact with fans, interact with people. What is your kind of thoughts, I guess, as a whole, especially within Cowboys Nation, of these new content creator titles that these people have? Like overall, just what are your thoughts?
I don't got a problem with people being content creators, but I do got a problem with like when you're a content creator of your own team and then you start to talk crazy. Like I get it, you can voice your opinion, you can say how you feel, but when you start disrespecting the players that you're supposed to be representing, that shit is lame, bro. That's lame to me. And then that's where I call those people fake content creators. Like you can't be like, you understand when you create content, like prime example of good one is Kate, his little show and stuff. Like he's like, bro, he talks ball, he voices how he feels, but he's not gonna disrespect the player, you know? So I mean, I don't got a problem with people doing it because you gotta make your money, you know? And then I think it's cool that teams have their own people doing it. So, but I just feel like a lot of them do get very disrespectful, and I'm not cool with that. So,
that's a real answer in general, because when you think about it, like how dumb does it sound to be covering the team that you love, but yet disrespecting the people that make that team possible? Like we can't play sports without the athlete. So no, I like that. But overall, I think in my perspective, just talking about like this new media style that J-Tux talked about, like it's 100%. It's awesome. Like to have those type of guys that are willing to cover the team in a positive light, respect the athletes, and be able to engage with them is dope. But the negative stuff that comes with it, pass that on. But go ahead, Gannon.
It's just tough because a lot of people that haven't even played a sport at whatever level it is, that they don't understand what the athlete rigors and go through. And then at the same time, they don't realize the real life aspect. Like, dude, we sat on here for probably almost 20 minutes and really didn't even talk ball, like just talking about different types of stuff. That's what I like social media, because I can filter it and I know what I'm getting on my For You page, like who I'm following, because I filtered a certain way. When I get on my social media, it's my escape with my sports guys, with my teams. Like I know that, but a lot of people can't cater that. I think it's the same issue with their whole life with social media, man. A lot of people, like you said, it's not real. Like people need to make fun of it. They need to use it as enjoyment, kind of get away from things. Instead of people, like he's saying, those fake content creators, they pour their whole life and soul into it, man. And that's not what it's about. The other day, I don't have a whole lot more yet. I don't know what Bryce still has for some other topics, but I know one thing we always try and get, we really value our opinions of our guests on here, is just kind of some feedback from us, just kind of how you liked our style here with some of the questions and just your overall vibe of the show.
Yeah, man. So like the best thing about y'all is how I came on here and like we didn't really talk ball for real. You know what I'm saying? That's huge because like I don't mind talking ball, but it's like
it's your life.
Talk
that's
about,
all you do.
Right. I don't mind talking it, but I want to get on the podcast and y'all like ask me, how you doing, man? Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Because I mean, talking ball for a whole 30 plus minutes is kind of like it's kind of like draining because I talk ball every day, like literally, man. And I know after that playoff game, I told all of my people, I said, don't call me about
don't leave me alone.
Football. I turned my phone off. I was like, I'm not talking ball with y'all until April. For real. So, but
100%.
yeah,
No, and that's one of those things I feel like the former athlete in us to respect those boundaries and understand that
yep.
like there is an on and off switch that like in our heads sometimes like you got to get away from ball. Shit, Gannon's reminded me like there's times
Mm-hmm.
where I let it get to the point where like in my head where all I think about is sports, and it's like you do got to find that escape. But
Right.
talk
Right.
about the personal questions. What's the playlist looking like? What you got on there? What's the go to? Who's the favorite artist?
Let me see. Hold on.
I know
Let me
that
look at my
Hendrix just
phone real
dropped.
quick.
Future. Future just dropped the 2 albums. What you thinking about this overall rap beef too? What's going on in the rap
It's all
industry?
BS. It's made up.
I'm looking
People
at my
make
list
money.
now. I really go by 3 lists. I go by my church list, which is my gospel. I go by my game day list, which consists of Pastor Troy, because I'm an old school guy. I like 3-6 Mafia, and then new school. Baby Drill, Big X the Plug, Duke Deuce, Rollo, all of them. Oops, I turned it on accident. 50 Cent, because I'm a big fan. And then I got another playlist. It's called Healing, which is like slower music, just vibing. Like I don't like to listen to rap 24/7 because this might sound crazy, but I feel like if you listen to heavy rap, I feel like all day, I feel like that's like demonic for real. I don't know, like I don't know why, but it's just like why you listening to hard rap when they talk about this killing all of that 24/7? Like, what's your purpose? Like, you want to listen to that all day? Like, that's crazy to me. But I listen to it, but I don't listen to it more than 10 minutes. So, so I try to mix it up for real, man. I try to have that balance, bro, because I feel like when you listen to heavy rap, it just turns you into something you shouldn't be 24 hours a day,
And
it is. It's such an upper.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too, Bryce. Like, because we got the same music interests. We've been a big rap guy, kind of growing up doing that type of stuff. But it's a maturing thing. I feel like as you get older, your different ways, your different avenues. You don't listen to that stuff at 7 a.m. in the morning when you're in the car going to work. Like, it's just not the vibe.
Right.
But it's just, man, I don't have a whole lot more, man. I don't want to keep your time too more. You got another Juanyeh Jr. You got 10 of the youngin, man. But I just want to say thank you, man. Like, it's genuine, man. These relationships, these building things that we do with these episodes, they're really cool for Bryce and I. I know it's on a deeper level than Bryce being a diehard Cowboys fan too on that aspect, but bro, I just want to give you your flowers because we already know what you do on the field, being ball. Like, you've earned that. We already know that talent that you got. But just being a guy, being an absolute dude at the end of the day, man, you're just awesome to sit down and chill with, man. You got normal interests, normal hobbies like everybody else. I hope we can kind of shed light on that for the rest of the kind of the sports fans out here tuning in, man. Just keep going crazy, man. I'm ready to tune into you. Obviously, Cowboys, I'm already hearing it from Bryce for the whole year. But I've always followed them, man. I respect the game of football, sports, everything. That's what I do. I don't play video games. I don't have interests. Like, I'm a live sports guy at the end of the day going through that. But, man, just best of luck going forward, man. Thank you, for real.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for real, man.
Yeah, I just want to double down on that and then ask you just a wrap-up question. Overall, man, to repeat what Gannon said, thank you. Because like you said, you got the kid to take care of, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be up till 4 a.m. probably changing diapers, feeding baby, all that stuff. But I appreciate you, man, and I'm going to have to – they got to get them Thomas jerseys in the Cowboys Pro Shop. Man,
man, I got to make some more plays, bro. Got to make some more plays. So
you will.
And then they'll be in there.
Yeah, for now, I might just go on there, customize one, get it ready for game one, but –
They actually got my jerseys on the shop though online.
Okay.
They don't have them in the store, but they have.
I got them on Fanatics, bro. Fanatics got every person on the roster, bro. Damn near.
Facts.
Check it out. I'll be grabbing one here probably this week. But overall, yeah, man, thank you. Being a Cowboys fan, being a fan of the game in general, to have athletes, professional athletes come on here and speak to us, take the time out of their day, their night. It's special to us, and I know that it inspires the youth, gives them a chance to have what we didn't, and motivates them to understand that they can do it just as we have done it as well. But anything's possible. My kind of wrap-up question here, what can we expect from Juanyeh Thomas in 2024?
I mean, listen, nothing's going to change as far as how I ball out for real. I'm going to make the most of all of the chances that I get, man. Honestly, man, I feel like I'm gonna step into a bigger role this year, and I'm just not talking about ball. I'm talking about leadership,
Yep.
having a leadership role on the team, up in my role in special teams, man. You just going, bro. Honestly, I'm going to bust my ass, bro, with anything and everything people throw at me. So, man, you are gonna get a leader on and off the field. So,
Love it. I just want to say once again, thank you, man. We hope you all enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next time.
appreciate it, y'all.